But first, we're going to talk with an ultra marathoner who is headed to England now to participate in one of the most grueling races on the planet. We're going to talk with Ben Light coming up next.
You're watching Fox 13 News. Let's connect.
Yeah, I felt the testosterone level go up just a second ago. I don't know. Did you notice that too?
Well, I was the one that just sat down. So.
I know. Okay, well, it actually happened before you sat down. It happened about the time I sat down. No, we've talked with this guy before when he ran the Triple Crown of endurance races that included the Moab 200.
We were so impressed at him at that time, and we now know that you finished all those races. You're now one of only 5 Americans about to tackle a race in Europe. It's called the Montane Spine. Ben Light, welcome once again.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so for people who don't know, tell them what an ultra marathon is. This is what he does.
So an ultra marathon is any distance longer than a regular 26.2 marathon. So it ranges from what we call like a 50K, that's about 31 miles. The particular race that we're talking about here is 268 miles.
Which sounds just so aggro just when you think about the miles in and of itself. But then you were telling us about some of the terrain for this next race coming up that you're going to do. Tell us about it.
It's going to range between, so this is on the Pennine Way in the UK. It's one of their most historic national trails. It's not marked. There's no markers. The only markers they have are what they have in place from like wood planks, little like acorn type things that mark the trail. But what we do is we're going to have a map and compass, and we're going to have GPS to find our way. So that's part of the dynamics, and half the time you're in like thick fog and rain, snow, ice.
Oh my gosh, there's no stopping.
So is this it right here that we're looking at?
This is the trail. This is the terrain. You're going over a bunch of different mountain ranges. The fog is unreal. I probably spent 36 hours last year in a fog cloud that I could only see like 3 feet.
Really?
Oh my gosh.
The only way I knew I was going the right way is through GPS navigation.
Wow.
Oh my
How
gosh.
high is that? What's the elevation?
Oh, it's really low actually. I think the highest we get is right around 35 or 4,000 feet is the highest point. But there's a lot of up and down. You're just going up and down all the different fells.
Even in perfect conditions, Ben, this seems like it would be an unbelievable undertaking. When we're talking over 200 miles,
Yep.
to add that in, this is an all-in-one stretch. You get breaks, right?
When the clock starts to the end as the clock stops. So it's you figure out where you're going to sleep. So we have to take the necessary gear. So I'm carrying my sleeping bag, gas stove, gas, 3,000 extra calories, a waterproof like tent or bivy sack, pretty much about 25 pounds of gear I'm carrying full time while going, just in case I get trapped out on the course. But there are 5 main aid stations and about 3 smaller aid stations that you can access gear and sleep, eat, refuel.
So like some sort of shelter they have set up.
You can access, you'll be coming down through towns, little towns in the UK, and I can access pubs.
Oh, there you go. That'll keep you going.
But this is not your average pub crawl.
This is not your average pub crawl. So you can access pubs if they will actually let you in. I mean, you're going to be soaked with mud and everything like that. There's certain ones that will invite you in to warm up, dry off, eat some food, and
get some bangers and mash.
and get some back out there.
So you have to plan it very strategically on when you're going to sleep, how many hours you're going to give yourself.
Yeah, typically I'll try to do about a total of 3, maybe 4 hours of sleep the whole 268 miles.
Wow, and so how long are you anticipating this will take you to do?
My goal is under 100 hours. The course record is right around 94, 96 hours. That's the course record, but it all comes down to conditions. It all comes down to the weather. It all comes down to physical. Like last year I did go out, I didn't finish because I actually had an issue with my knee at mile 15. I fell into a bog. It's a big, huge mud hole. Twisted my knee, but still continued on till about mile 200 where my feet started to swell up and not fit in my shoes.
So that'd be like, thank goodness I tore my ACL at mile 15, so I don't have to finish this thing. You know? So how many people in the world do this?
I think on the average about 60 to 70 they let in each year.
Okay.
And there's only a certain amount that they let in.
You're a rare breed.
Yeah, no kidding.
It's kind of funny. You get there and there's some hard people that do these races from all over the world. It's a very international race.
See, this is the guy we were talking about that likes gin and tonic. We were doing a study that said it's the people who are psychotic that like the bitter stuff. So
I just can't believe it. I mean, 100 hours to finish over 200 miles, and you're only going to sleep 3 or 4 hours.
I know it. This sounds very extreme.
Gosh.
We all have our own medication.
I think it's so cool.
Good way to put
It's
it, man.
so impressive
Yeah,
to think a
it
human
really
body
is.
can do this.
Yeah, it's amazing what humans we can do. You know?
Do you think we got to wrap? But it's just so fascinating. Do you think it's more of a mental thing than a physical thing, or
It's both.
Is it?
It's very much both, but more so a mental thing. It is. It's that grit of when are you going to stop and when are you going to keep going? Because it's amazing that the body will keep going if it's the mind that wants to stop.
It's just fascinating.
It is. It sounds like a reality TV show to follow you along this trek.
Well, it's almost like the rest of us. For the rest of us, you're like the human guinea pig. We want to see what the human body
See what
can
happens,
take.
and then we'll think about it.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, how can people track your?
So you can go on to
journey?
Montaigne Spine's website, and they will actually you'll look at my name, and you can track me live the whole entire time. I'll have a spot tracker on. It'll be instantaneous updates. It'll give you the speed, where I'm at, my placement, a little bit of bio.
How many presents you've delivered that minute? It's like NORAD with Santa.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Only this is just absolutely fascinating, man.
That's
Thanks
cool.
so much, and good luck to you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
take home
Thanks-
this
thanks for
title,
having
bring
me
it
on.
back.
We'll see you next
All
time.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Best
Thanks,
of
Dan.
luck.
What an experience. Wow.